Circleville, Ohio, it's that cozy little town where everyone's in everyone's business and secrets don't stand a chance. But in 1976, everything flipped upside down when a mysterious voice started spilling the town's secrets using poison ink. Can you believe it? It all kicked off with just one letter. No return address, no signature, just this sharp, bold handwriting that practically screamed for attention. You know those blocky, capitalized letters written in thick black marker? Yeah, that's exactly what it was. The message was short but packed with venom, accusing Mary Gillespie, a beloved local school bus driver, of having an affair with the superintendent, Gordon Massey. Can you even imagine how shocking that must have been for her? "Stay away from him," the letter warned ominously. "I'm watching you." Mary was completely blindsided. She was happily married to Ron Gillespie, had a cozy home, and was well-liked in the community. The accusation felt utterly absurd, like something straight out of a bad movie. So she tucked the letter away, hoping it was just some cruel prank. But then Ron got one to accusing his wife of cheating and warning him that if he didn't act fast, his life would be in danger. Talk about a nightmare unfolding right in their small-town paradise. Then, other people started getting them. Letters targeting townsfolk, spilling supposed secrets, exposing affairs, and making threats. Circleville began to feel less like a town and more like a living, breathing thing, one that was turning against itself. Whoever was writing these letters knew everything. Details only an insider could know. People's routines, their private lives, their hidden troubles. The writer signed none of them, but made one thing clear. They were watching. Ron, Mary's husband, became completely obsessed with figuring out who was behind those bizarre letters. I mean, it was like a puzzle he couldn't resist, you know? Then, on August 19th, 1977, everything took a wild turn with a mysterious phone call. Can you even imagine the rush? The voice on the other end claimed to be the letter writer. In a fit of anger and determination, he grabbed his gun seriously. What was he thinking? And told his kids he was off to confront this person. You could practically feel the tension crackling in the air as he sped away, driven by the need for answers. It was a pivotal moment that would change everything for him and his family. Just a short while later, his truck was discovered crashed into a tree just outside of town. Tragically, Ron was dead, killed instantly. It's heartbreaking to think how a quest for the truth turned into such a devastating outcome. But investigators noticed something odd. The truck had veered off the road in a straight line. No skid marks, no signs of braking. The gun he'd taken with him had been fired once, though no bullet or target was ever found. The coroner ruled his death an accident caused by alcohol intoxication, but Ron's family swore he wasn't drunk that day. They believed he'd been forced off the road or silenced. After Ron's death, the letters didn't stop. In fact, they multiplied. They targeted Mary more viciously than ever, accusing her of murder, blackmail, and deception. Her alleged affair with Massey, the superintendent, became town gossip. When she began noticing signs posted along her bus route accusing her teenage daughter of promiscuity, she finally snapped. On February 7, 1983, Mary stopped her bus, tore one of the signs down, and noticed something odd about it: a box behind the poster, strung to a cord. Inside that box was a small pistol rigged to fire if anyone tried to remove the sign. The police were called immediately. They disarmed the trap and examined the gun. Its serial number had been filed off, but with enough work, they managed to restore it. And what they found shocked the town again. The gun belonged to Paul Fressauer, Mary's former brother-in-law. Paul was an ordinary factory worker, quiet, polite, and by all accounts, not the type to terrorize a town. But investigators discovered that Paul had recently separated from his wife, Karen Sue, who happened to be Mary Gillespie's sister. During the divorce, Karen told police that Paul was capable of anything. Paul denied everything. He said the gun had been stolen months earlier. But authorities believed they'd found their man. They made him copy letters dictated to him by investigators, matching the style of the Circleville letters. When compared to the originals, they looked eerily similar. That was enough. In 1984, Paul Fressauer was convicted of attempted murder and sentenced to 7 to 25 years in prison. Everyone expected the letters to stop, but they didn't. Even after Paul was locked up, the letters kept coming, hundreds of them. Sent to residents, to the sheriff, even to TV stations. One was sent directly to Paul himself in prison, mocking him, saying, "Now, are you sorry you didn't listen?" How could that be possible? He was behind bars, under supervision, with no access to writing materials or mail. Authorities claimed he must have had an accomplice. But the truth was, the letters were being postmarked from Columbus, Ohio, miles away from the prison. The logistics made no sense. In 1990, Paul was released on parole after serving 10 years. He maintained his innocence until his death, never wavering, never confessing. And yet, the letters continued for years after his release. In 1994, a journalist investigating the case received one last chilling note: "Forget Circleville. If you come to Ohio, you'll pay." That was the last confirmed Circleville letter ever received, and wow, what a wild ride it's been, right? The story's legacy is still tangled in a web of paranoia and unanswered questions. The letters may have stopped, but the damage... Oh, it was immense. Reputations were wrecked, marriages fell apart, and tragically, a man lost his life. Can you even imagine the fear and suspicion that hung over the town? It's like a dark cloud settled in, casting a shadow over everyone, leaving the community forever changed. No doubt about it. Over the years, handwriting experts have really dug into whether Paul actually wrote those letters. Some say the similarities are striking, almost like a fingerprint, while others argue they were intentionally mimicked to frame him. It's like a mystery novel that just won't quit. You've got people poring over those letters, analyzing every curve and line, trying to unlock this puzzle. They even compared letters from different victims, searching for patterns or unique traits. And can you believe it? Some folks even claim to have spotted clues hidden in the words, suggesting the writer was someone with deep ties to the town. What a twist, right? And let's not forget how much the writer seemed to know. They had secret insights into police activity, personal family dramas, and all that juicy town gossip. Seriously, that's way too much info for just any outsider, right? It's almost like they were lurking in the shadows, soaking up every little detail. What kind of person could have that kind of intel? It really makes you wonder. Who was the Circleville letter writer? It's such a head-scratcher, right? I mean, was it a jealous ex, trying to stir the pot and create chaos? Or maybe a twisted vigilante, playing judge and jury, taking it upon themselves to expose everyone's secrets? Picture this: a rogue cop, someone from inside law enforcement using their insider knowledge to wreak havoc on the community. Or, get this, a small network of people, all in on the secret, keeping the terror alive just to watch their neighbors squirm. Honestly, we might never get the full scoop on this bizarre saga. What we do know is that there are hundreds of those handwritten letters out there, each one filled with those bold block letters, raw anger, and a chilling obsession. Can you believe it? They're tucked away in dusty evidence boxes, just waiting to spill their secrets. Imagine reading one of those letters. The emotion just jumps off the page. Some of them even detail wild theories or personal vendettas that give you chills. It's like diving into a thriller novel, but this is real life. And each letter feels like a piece of a twisted puzzle, just waiting for someone to connect the dots. What do you think those letters could reveal? Imagine being one of the folks who received these letters. The frustration and fear must have been overwhelming. Each letter feels like an echo from a shadowy figure, desperate to be heard but too scared to show their face. It's like being stalked by a ghost in your own town, and who knows? Maybe, even now, In some forgotten attic or basement, the Circleville letter writer's pen is still sitting there silent and waiting, the ink long dry. Yet the haunting tale continues to seep through time, leaving us all wondering what really happened. What kind of person could do this? What drove them to it? The mystery lingers, and it's absolutely captivating, don't you think?